Yo guys, welcome back to another video. We're back to a Project Kaizen video. Project Kaizen is all about continuous improvement, what I'm doing with my life. And today we're gonna be talking about accountability, which I think is the most important part of any journey. You know, it's about ensuring that we're holding ourselves responsible for our actions. At the end of the day, even if it's 1% our fault. And this is something I learned in the Army actually. Was one of my officers told me that even if it's 1% your fault, you should still look at that 1% and think about how can I improve from this next time. And it's a very important habit to have, you know, to ensure that we don't play the victim. Because when we play the victim, it's essentially this kind of self-talk that we have. And you'll start finding that you look at situations differently if you're constantly playing the victim. And you don't move forward. You get stuck in this mindset of where it's everyone else's fault, where you don't feel like you're in control of these things. And so by focusing on that 1%, we enable ourselves to focus on what we're in control of, and that's ourselves. Because we're not in control of other people's actions. At the end of the day, all we can control is our actions. It's the way we can react to things, the way that we carry ourselves, and the way that we discipline ourselves. So I do think that accountability and discipline are two things that are very, very important, that come together in our lives. And I do think accountability comes first. And then with accountability, you start to practice discipline, right? And when you get into the habit of that, your mindset gets stronger. So for example, if you're into content creation and you spend hours on a video and you post it and it gets terrible amounts of views, likes, whatever, and you thought, you know, while editing this video that it was gonna be the best video, it's gonna blow up, it's gonna go viral, but it didn't. And then you start blaming the algorithm, then maybe you have an editor that you blame, maybe, oh damn, the hashtags are not working, or whatever tip video I watched, whatever strategy I applied, I'm gonna blame that. And I'm not gonna blame myself. And I feel like that's something that I relate to, that's something that I did, you know, that I would spend time making a video. For example, these gaming videos, like, they're not easy to make. Like I spend, you know, at least 8 to 10 hours on the entire process. There's so many things that go into a video and I put it up and it doesn't do as well as I expected. And then, you know, my first reaction is like, oh, the algorithm. But it's not the algorithm, you know? Firstly, you know, if one person's watching, I should be grateful for that. If I got one like, I should be grateful for that. But then secondly, what can I do to improve? Maybe this type of content is not what people want to watch. So I'm currently experimenting with different content. You know, I put out some gaming videos and see how my Project Kaizen video does. But at the end of the day, everything comes down to self-accountability. And no matter what you do, any mistake, even if it's 1% your fault, you have to focus on that 1% and you have to improve that 1%. And the crazy thing is that accountability is actually one of the components of happiness. Like I do find myself happier when, you know, I focus on what I'm in control of. How can I improve? It makes me feel like I'm in control. It reminds me of what I need to focus on. I stop focusing on things like how many views is my video getting? How many likes is my video getting? And I stop blaming the algorithm. I start holding myself accountable. And as a content creator, that's so, so important. And so I hope this video was good. Hold yourself accountable. It's the only way to grow, the only way to move forward. There are systems in place that can help you. For me, it's just a notebook and a calendar. Write your stuff, write your to-do list the day before. If you get it done the next day, take that calendar, reward yourself with a nice dinner or something. And yeah, stay consistent, stay hardworking, and you'll 100% achieve your goals. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed another Project Kaizen episode. I'll see you guys next week. Have a good one. Peace.